What's coming through energetically? Energetically, I can talk. I'm not starting over. This is like take 4 already. What's coming through energetically right now? Let me separate the two. I want to tune into the divine feminine, and this is going to be women, anyone who resonates as a feminine, and anyone else who for their feminine within, right? Okay. So anybody can watch this. If you possess feminine energy, then this is going to be for you. So let's do the feminine first. Where's the feminine at right now? There's divine rage, sacred rage even coming through. For the divine feminine collective, it is imperative that you allow yourself to feel this, okay? And this is men too, okay? Men, or if you resonate as a masculine, that divine feminine within needs to feel this rage. It's going to manifest differently if you are a primarily masculine energy. It's going to manifest a little differently. Perhaps it's going to manifest for you through more emotion, as far as what you might think of as weak, right? Like tears, like just breaking down. So if you are a masculine, and this is still, just stay with me. If you are a masculine, you might be asked to go deeper into your feminine energy right now to allow a release, okay? If you're feminine, you need to be moving your body in big ways. So like really like, and you can do this through yoga, through some organized, if you already go to the gym and do like classes or whatever, or if you go to the gym and you're on the machines, that kind of thing, moving your body, your whole body, maybe in a different, for some of you need to find new ways, okay? I don't even need this deck really, but for some of you need to find new ways, like the universe is saying, your guides are saying, because you may find that the old way of moving is not doing it for you anymore. You're being asked to find new ways. I've just been kind of intuiting and moving, and I've been getting a lot of these videos on my feed of like ancient Asian practices, like for whatever reason, you watch one, right, and then it's going to show you a million of them. But I've been saving a lot of them and watching them, and it's a lot of just big body movements that keep your lymph system moving and cleared, that wake up your body so you want to do it in the morning, that just get the organs working properly and working in synergy, right? It's just all these things. And so I've really been diving into that, but it's whatever comes to you, okay? So the universe is asking you to find new ways to move different muscles than what you're accustomed to, because different things need to be awakened right now. I almost said awoken. Is that even a word? 44. That number has been coming for me so much lately. Laugh with life. Okay, so I like that. Not only are we being this is for the feminine, remember. So, interesting, because I'm focusing on rage and we get laugh. Sure. I'm trying to get some clarity on that. 32 is coming through at the bottom of the deck. Be tender. That could be for the masculine, processing the feminine. Be tender with yourself, masculines. Your feminine is receiving an upgrade, okay? It's receiving codes. But this rage, so I love how the message is, how the image is an older woman, clearly in her crone years, right? Like she's past the mother, she's in her crone, she's beautiful. But that white hair, I love that. I see myself with totally white hair, and I can't wait. And she's wearing this beautiful crown that you might think would be heavy, but she's wearing it with grace, and she's smiling. So she's taking her life, right? Anything in her life that might feel heavy, that might create heaviness. And she is deciding that it is bringing her joy instead. And I know we say, like, I hate it when people say, just choose to be happy. I get it. Like, you have to get to a certain point. There are times where you can do that, right? We can get bogged down. We can get pulled down by other people. We can get pulled down by things going on in our life. And we can shift. We can make the choice. You know what? I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm going to shift. I'm going to go do something that feeds my soul. I'm going to shift this into joy. I'm going to shift this nervousness, this anxiety into excitement, anticipation, whatever you need to do. But we can sometimes shift these things in the moment. But then you also need to be at a certain place in your healing to be able to do that. And I don't like it when people say across, You know, it's not possible necessarily across the board to just choose to be happy. You have to choose to fucking heal everything that's in the way of that, of you being able to just choose to go, oh, I'm gonna shift this and feel joy around this instead. And so I feel like maybe there's some bipolar, you know, sensations going on where it's like, as feminines, you may feel like you're vacillating between this rage that is trying to come through. Perhaps this is the door, right? So if you can get into a space of like, what I'm getting is like mirth, I don't know, that's the word that's coming through, but like really intense laughter. For some of you might be the doorway to allowing the rage. You know how sometimes like you're laughing to keep from crying, but if you laugh enough, then the tears will come and it immediately shifts into just a huge release, right? A huge letting go of the physical body, of this energy. And so maybe that, I feel like that's what's coming through. And then of course this is, the masculine's processing this feminine energy right now. It's going to come through, it's going to manifest through you as needing to get in touch with what you might consider feminine emotions, right? You're gonna need to be tender with yourself. You're gonna need to engage in some self-care, masculines. So for the divine masculine, for that energy, embrace the interior winter. Damn, okay, so this is a very feminine energy. It's a very cold, still, right? The stillness is feminine, the void space, the darkness, the pits, the dark nights of the soul. It's a very feminine energy to go in. It's introspective, it's healing, it's not passive, but maybe outwardly it might feel like passive energy, but it's not action, right? It's not action, and it's not moving forward, it's not going. It is crawling inside and looking at what's in there, so that when you come back out, bringing both the masculine and feminine with you, that you can take steps forward. And it's 26, which is 8, which is infinity, which is, right, it's a divine union number that always is within first, always. Okay, so don't immediately think, oh, it's a partner coming in. Not necessarily. Okay, it has to be balanced within first. And so feminines, for the feminine energy, you are embracing this kind of stillness right now, or yeah, feminines for you're embracing this stillness. Sorry, this is masculines. For the masculine energy. The masculine energy. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I lost my place. This is the masculine energy. Yeah, the masculine is being asked to go into a deep healing. You know, I feel like a lot of men, especially, have been there for a while. Some of you have been resisting. So let's go, look at this. 24 breaks down to 6. Dig deep. So this would be the feminines processing the masculine, okay? So you're digging deep for that rage. I love this too. This is a very raw primal image, right? Like, we can get rage from that. And 6 is letting the old die, is letting that funeral, walking away and realizing that what is no longer serving you is already dead to you, okay? Have the funeral, have the ceremony, have the visualization that you've been to the funeral, you're leaving, you're moving on now. It's okay that that's gone. The previous version of you is gone. And so now you're digging deep to connect to that rage, and you're going through this mirth. I don't know, I keep hearing mirth, but it's not quite right. So, the feminine. This is that feminine, digging deep to the rage. This is the masculine, really allowing yourself to embrace this stillness and be tender with yourself.